Morning, everybody.
Got it.
And right there.
Hi.
Nurture.
And we're gonna do a little video.
Hello, Keller Williams, and welcome to the new month. I'm here with the amazing Jason Abrams. If you're new here, my name is Mark King. I'm the president of KWRI. Jason is the head of industry, and I think one of the brightest minds in our entire industry, here to talk to us about Mega Camp. When's Mega Camp?
Mega Camp is coming up at the end of August.
23rd and 24th.
You don't want to miss it. This is the event where we get together and we restate the things that are most important. Leads, listings, leverage, and wealth building. We then scour the entire world. Now that we're in 56 countries, I can say that.
Yep.
And we find the best stories and the best models and the best systems. And for 2 days, we stand on stage and we are going to give them all to you.
Look, the market's shifting. Now is the time to be there. You're interviewing 91 agents this week.
Just this week.
To see who the best stories are to put on stage, who's winning in a shifting market. If you're not signed up, please come to Austin with us.
Why wouldn't they be signed up?
They just might not know yet.
Okay, well now you know.
Now
So is
you
that the
know.
only reason they wouldn't be?
Once you know, you can unknow.
So that's it?
Yep.
So there's no other reason?
Sign up, come to Austin. I'm going to be there. You going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
He's going to be there.
Gary Keller?
Gary Keller's going to be there.
Jay Papasan?
Jay Papasan's going to be there.
Jen Davis?
Jen Davis, Jen Lewis, Sajid Patel. The list goes on and on.
Matt Green.
Matt Green's going to be
We
there.
could keep
Stacey,
going.
Everyone's going to be there.
Are you going to be there? That's the question.
We hope to see you soon. Have a great month.
It's so important, Mike, to talk about how the people that are being interviewed on stage are no joke. They're the real deal. They're the ones that are following the model. They're the ones that are proving the new, what's working in today's world. And so when you have somebody as powerful, I know, right? See, even he knows. Yeah. So,
Hello, Keller Williams, and welcome to...
It's not important. It's going to start again.
okay, it's the 9th, everyone. It's the 9th. Everybody give 3 high fives. Look around and give 3 high fives. Come on, online. Give the high five. Come on, give them a high five.
That was my left hand.
We're gonna pass the bucket.
Yes.
Dropping the business card in. So while Mike is passing the buckets, you guys might remember we had you know what? It's stupid to try to talk while I'm passing the cards. It is. It's just silly.
Put your money on.
Put all your business cards in there. If you don't know the MVVVP of Keller Williams, you should. I'm cycling through it right now while we're collecting all the business cards. And honestly, if you don't have business cards, I'm okay with that, as long as you share your mobile app instead. That is honestly, it's been a change in our business, is that we don't give out business cards.
That's amazing.
We only share our mobile app. Because I'll tell you my little script while Mike's coming back. When someone comes up and they're like, "Oh, do you have a business card?" Because hopefully people are asking you for your business card. That means that you've won them over. You guys ever heard that before? If somebody's asking you for your business card, that is a good sign. But I don't like to share my business card. I like to go, you know what? I'm going to give you something so much better. Because I'm sure as a buyer, you're looking for things online, and you're probably, sadly, going to something like Zillow. You don't want to go to Zillow ever again. And they're like, what? Why? I go, you're selling your information. I, as a realtor, could go on right now and buy your information if you're on Zillow. Did you guys know that? Right? So convince your clients not to be on there and give them your mobile app instead. And then they can search and share and save, and you could view their entire portal.
By the way, how many of you use the mobile app for yourself also? What I mean by that,
I do.
like on mine, I'm in it as a client. I have a search set up for my neighborhood. So the minute something hits the market, the app hits me. But the app isn't just our MLS. It's also got the certain area around Disney World that I'm searching. And somewhere around Table Rock Lake and Truman Lake.
Yeah.
All these places that aren't in our MLS are on the app. As I
Well,
show you my screen.
and this is really important. Just like, I don't know if you guys follow certain channels, follow certain podcasts, follow certain YouTube channels or whatever. Those things, just like that, you can follow neighborhoods within the mobile app. I didn't know if you knew that, but it's really cool. And it's the only mobile app that can do that.
Mhm.
So Nextdoor, when it partnered with KW, allowed for our agents and our clients to be able to cycle and search via neighborhood and follow those areas and know exactly kind of what's going on in those areas. So very cool. We have a mission moment, Mike.
We do, and Gabby, we're gonna have you come up.
Gabby, come on up.
She was our winner last week,
She was.
and she's
our
going to
winner.
announce this week's winner. So when you win, you get the Ron Steffes Traveling Trophy. You also get a small version of it to keep forever on your desk or wherever you'd like. So,
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah.
I like the toy.
Come on in the middle so you can be
Yes,
seen
yes.
out in the internet world. So
Cool.
who won this time?
Okay, today I'm giving it to Maria Galgano. Is she here?
Oh, Maria. there she
Sorry.
She embraces KW culture 100%. She's always willing to help anyone with almost anything. She makes everyone feel welcome and comfortable. And personally, I am just very thankful for her being part of our equity group, as she has been taking control over the organization of our big event coming up.
Yay.
Well, she should come here and get it.
Oh, she should come up and get it.
That's right.
I like it. Oh, here, take it with you.
And the equity group is going to talk a little bit here in a little while, and at a team meeting coming up. They've got a huge event coming in September that's going to be awesome.
Yay, so special. Love it.
Yay.
Love it. All right, broker moment. Do we have Jim or Don online today?
If
I
not,
haven't seen them on.
I have an email.
I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here.
Is that-
What was I going to tell you guys? I
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
was
definitely
gonna tell
John.
you. No, it's me. I'm just going to tell you guys just to be really careful with. I've had a lot of issues the past couple of weeks dealing with inspections and repairs and time frames, because a lot of the contractors are all buried. You know, they're all quote unquote 2 or 3 weeks out, and that's putting a lot of you guys up against your time frames of closing. So we need to have those solutions figured out more than 2 hours before closing. And because that's what I've been dealing with, and I think Jim's been dealing with it too, is a lot of last minute, oh crap, what do I do now? Let's try to handle those things a couple of days ahead of time, knowing that that's probably not going to get done. Let's go ahead and saddle that horse and figure out what we can do about it. Because a lot of you have been really frustrated because all of a sudden we're at closing and now we can't close, or we have to take the property as it sits, or we got to escrow or whatever, and you're panicking and scrambling. So just be real conscious of that stuff right now.
Also, this is something Rachel wanted me to pass on to you. You remember all the ANSI standards we've been talking about with appraisals and how square footage now has to be a certain height or doesn't count? We had our first instance of that.
Oh, boy.
A house that came back 300 square feet less because the walls or the room above the garage was not all the certain height. And the appraisers are not allowed to give it full value anymore. So if you have, I think the appraiser class is still coming up, but it already happened. It's today. If it's possible, get onto that. You need to understand this because houses are shrinking because of the new rules.
It's
So-
probably one of the bigger devaluations of property that I've seen in my career. So I just want you guys to know, like, I bought our farmhouse, 2,800 square foot house, but the upstairs was converted over a long time, right? And so there is literally at least, I would say 500 square feet or more of our upstairs that probably won't count on that square footage. So I went from a 2,800 square foot house to a 2,300 square or less.
Yeah.
So it can really affect, yes.
In a nutshell, do you know the height requirement?
It's
The minimum.
something about.
Easy to-
I can send or post something on the internal Facebook page. I've got a explanation from Fannie Mae and a diagram that shows exactly how they do measure it.
And it's probably the vaulted ones that are the most.
It's something where they can't count square footage until it's at least 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So if you're in a room that slopes down like this or a round tree area,
Yeah.
I mean,
So a lot of those basements, built out basements, or a lot of those attics that are built out, those can be a really tricky situation. So, yeah.
Don, did you have anything else from Interworld? I think we're good.
It's already done.
Okay.
Negative. Everybody have a good day.
Cool. Mega Camp, Nicole put the registration on there. It's not too late.
It's not too late.
And you can do it digital also if you're not going down there. But we got more on that coming too.
Awesome. All right, so Mike, the market is definitely changing again. And
Yep.
we see last year's numbers right here. If you're in the back or if you're online, 337 new listings this time last year. We're at 276. So very different. Mike has done an incredible job always sharing these slides for you. Mike, remember when we were talking about how many homes pending on the market, this little section over here?
Yeah.
You want to talk about that real
We
quick?
were hitting during the height of the insanity, 70 to 70, actually up to 80 sometimes, 80 homes going under contract in 1 or less days.
So 0,
And what's weird is half of those were 0.
half of them were
So
0
they were already
days.
agreed before they were gonna put in MLS. The last 2 weeks, it's been in the 30s.
Yes.
So
So it's a big lead indicator about how the market is doing and how ferocious offers are and competitiveness and things like that. So for it to have been 70s, 80s in that area and literally half of them being 0 days on the market, now we're looking at 15 days zeros on the market,
Yeah.
of 0 days on the market. And what was the one I thought of? I can't remember. It was I want to find this out. So I'm going to hopefully do some research soon. It was how many homes come on the market every day
Mhm.
versus how many went into contract in the first day. So if we have 300 homes on average come on every day, and maybe there's someone in here that knows that. Anybody in here? Or maybe online? How many actual homes come on average every day?
you basically have to go into Flex and search today
Yes,
and then do it tomorrow
right.
and do it next day.
But I figured that's a fact. That's gotta be a trend. That would be a good trend to have. I know we have that one, so that would be a good one. All right. Oh, and outside markets, this is actually looking pretty strong and normal for outside areas. So not too bad there. Oh, don't call people.
Yeah, don't get sued.
Don't call people that don't want to be called. We talk about it every week.
Yep.
And wait, how many weeks was it, Mike?
I think you said 13.
13 weeks or more of it being up. That meaning inventory, right? Residential listings, literally from back here, I think it was right, where was it? Right around here, all the way down and all the way here for weeks over weeks, like 13 plus weeks, it's been up. The amount of homes on active and listings.
Here's what's crazy. If somebody was looking for a house last August as opposed to now, they have 400 more choices.
400. That's a big deal.
I got you. But 2018, 2017, it was 2,200, 2,600.
Well, and you pointed out yesterday, Mike, where it shifted. Point that out again.
Well, typically, what we see, and you all know, was last week dead week for Springfield schools? I saw a lot of people on vacation, so I figured it was dead week. So typically, this will go up to right around mid-September. And that's what happened last year. I think that was where we hit highest, was September 19th. And then for fall, it trickles down. We seem to be following that same thing. So it's going to keep going up for a little bit. But the fall season, it typically goes less listings.
And we're not just talking about these numbers just so you can know them. Share these with your clients. This is really valuable information for you to be able to help your listings price right, giving you the ammunition to talk those prices to where the market should be, right?
So I was talking to one of our agents the other day. They had a house that's been on the market 10 days, and another agent sent an over full price offer to them. That other agent had no clue that the market shifted. You got to know what's going on for your
Where
clients.
were they at? Under a rock?
Well, they weren't coming to these meetings.
That's right. That's really.
But that's why we give you this info, so you can be better for your clients.
Yes.
But yeah, I was amazed by that, but that was kind of funny too.
All right, Mike, we've got incredible vendor partners that
We
we
do.
love to work with and send our business to. So maybe we can have some of them come up here.
Casey's right here, so let's start with
Casey's
him.
right up front and center.
'Cause he had some
He's
important info.
prepared. He's ready to go.
I am on my envelope that I still have in my office
Let's hear it.
right before the meeting. Well, actually, I was gonna go over, you were just talking about, you had your first issue with the ceilings.
Yeah.
I'm having one right now. Ironically, I thought you were gonna say something about mine because the buyer's agent's here. The selling agent is at another brokerage, and it's actually the basement over in Roundtree. It's in Roundtree. So it's a basement in Roundtree, and she's arguing that it's a basement. It's 6 foot tall. So I'm having to kind of push back against her saying, no, here's the guidelines. Of course, then she sends me something from a blog, which I'm like, thanks.
Because the internet blogs are always right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But, so yeah, it's not only the ceilings and the, above garages, the older homes, whatever. It's also basements, especially in the older neighborhoods where she said they were hand dug. I don't know. I wasn't around it 100 years ago to know, but we are going to start having trouble with those as well. Anyway, the main thing I wanted to talk about is most of you probably know when it comes to financing, there's a lot of people having to pay points right now. And that's either to even just get a rate, or that's maybe if they have a lower credit score and they have to buy points just to get a rate there. So I've had a lot of people shopping me. I get it. I understand it. It happens more when rates go up than when rates are in the threes. Nobody shops a thing. They're just like, okay, great. So now that rates are creeping up, I'm getting more and more people shopping me. So I had somebody the other day quote him 6.125. Not very good credit, 6.125. They called me back and said that they were going somewhere else because it was 5.75. I said, do you mind sending me the loan estimate from the other lender? They actually did. I looked and they were charging 5,400 points. So $5,400 to get the 5.75 compared to my 6.125. I did the math on that. That's $39 a month difference in payment. So that's going to take about 138 months to make up that difference. How many of your clients are in a house 138 months? Not very many. We all talked about and we all see, they're saying there's going to be a recession coming along. Rates are going to drop when there's a recession. What's the point of them spending their $5,400 now to buy down a rate when we're hoping, we're assuming, we think that rates are going to be lower than that by first quarter of next year? Because now they're spending $5,400 to get 5.75. We may see 5.5 for free. So they could have saved that money, used it to refinance.
There you go.
And had the rate down.
100%.
So help us help your clients by looking at their loan estimates, making sure they're not getting charged points. I had one sent to me yesterday, charged 4,000 something points. The loan officer did not tell the client. Now, granted, it was disclosed to them, so they just kind of glanced through their stuff, electronic signatures, sign. So they were stuck, but the loan officer did not tell them that they were being charged $4,400 in points. So help your clients out to help us out so we can educate them. I did get in my client. I explained all this to them and they were happy with the 6.125. I know it's a higher rate. We're not used to them, but they were happy with it.
But again, if it goes down in a year, you can refinance and you still got that 5,400 sitting in your bank account.
Exactly. And it's going to cost you $2,800 to refinance. I mean, granted, you have your prepaid items, but at USA Mortgage, we do what's called fronting escrow. So you don't have to refinance all the costs back into the loan. You're only financing the appraisal, the title, all your taxes and insurance. We front those for you when you refinance. And then when you get your escrow check back from your current lender, you just write us a personal check and pay us back what we fronted for you. So in the end, they're saving a ton of money by just waiting a few months, maybe a year, maybe even 2 years. I don't know. 138 months. It's not going to be that. We're not going to wait that long before rates go down. I'll tell you that right now.
So it's not all about the interest rate. There's
Thank
a
you.
lot of other steps.
Yep.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, let's see. Let's get onward while they're.
Onward.
You understand?
Oh, wow. Beat you. Christine and Chelsea with Onward Agent Services. So we do transaction coordination, database cleanup, and marketing. So we handle all the little details so you can focus on the big things. Come see us.
And well, we got the camera flipped. Who do we have here? Tyler with an actual business
I
card.
have an actual business card today.
Whoa.
Yeah, shocking. Hey everybody, Tyler Williams with We Move. We do all moving and junk removal needs, anything from single item pickups to last minute closing to full blown property cleanup. So if you need help with anything, just give us a call.
And Patty from Morowski's Online says hi from there.
Hello, Patty.
And then Jonathan Rudhouse.
Jonathan Roadhouse, 417 Reiki. We can get your closing or your locks changed at close or shortly after closing. And then that way your buyers don't have a bag full of keys.
That's good. I like that. Jess Bowman.
Hey guys, Jess Bowman, Bowman Insurance Group. We're independent insurance brokerage. So when your clients come to us, we can shop them through a whole bunch of companies, usually find them really, really good rates. And we will always do our best to take care of you guys and your clients. Thanks.
And did I see George Brockman somewhere? There he is in the corner.
There he is.
Hiding in the corner, back row Baptist.
I saw you earlier.
George Brockman with the Chosen Home Warranty, where we give your clients the power to choose. Thank you for everything that you've done this year. It's been a very exciting year.
Didn't you hit like #1 last week on something?
Maybe. In the immortal words of Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest. But that ended August 1st, so
Okay.
now I'm just a guy.
That's all the cards I have. Did I miss anybody? Are we good? Mike, you want to say hi real quick?
Sure. I am Mike. I'm with Crux Home Inspections. We work with some of you guys here, but we service all of Southwest Missouri. Really work hard to make sure that the process is easy and smooth for you and your clients. You can ask any of the people. Kim's one of the ones that works with us for a reference, but we really take the time to explain everything to your clients, to make the process as easy for you guys as possible. Thanks.
All right. Thank you to all of our vendors.
Yes, thank you about that. Okay, Mike, you're teaching a class today.
I am.
Well, tell us a little bit about that real quick.
Well, okay, so this is an interesting class. It's called Price Adjustments. It starts at the listing. And what basically, okay, so a little back history. In 2015, 2016, the average agent in Springfield is carrying 20 to 40 listings. So instead of having 1 or 2 you're dealing with, you had 40. Rob and Stacy, who are now at that other place, one time I remember they were over 100 listings. That doesn't mean like 50 from a subdivision where it's all lots. That was 100 separate people. You've got to have systems in place because some of those are not going to sell this month. You've got to be able to talk price reductions with them. So there's some things I do from day one of the listing that make it simple to go back for a price reduction later on.
It's laying the foundation for something that might become necessary very soon.
So we're going to talk through that at 1 o'clock today. And then I think once at least Ellis gets done with her coaching call, she's going to come join us. And any other agents who've been through this before, it's more like a panel. So please come join. We'd love to have more knowledge from everybody on that. But this is going to help you know, number one, how to set up these systems so you can prove to your people it's time for a price change, what form you use to do it, because some of us have never had to do that, and all the things involved with doing price changes, because it is coming.
I mean, it takes longer than a day or 0 days on market to sell something.
Crazy.
Amazing. Okay.
Also, notice the 23rd, there is no team meeting because of Mega Camp. But this meeting, we're going to do a lot of focus on the, what is the actual name of the event, Gabby?
Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hispanic Heritage Month. We have a cool event coming in September. That whole, we're going to talk about it a little bit today, but there's going to be a lot of info on it that day. Bold is going. We've kind of thinned it down for August because back to school is insane.
Yep.
And a lot of you are dealing with that.
Yep.
And then we'll go back to a full curriculum in September.
What would it look like if our agents actually went to the buyer contracts class with Don Klepper and actually knew how to write a compelling offer that was like, I don't know, acceptable?
That might be good.
That would be really good. So maybe you guys, if you haven't been to a contracts class in a while, go back to it. There's so many good ones. I know I learn every time I go to a contracts class. So there we go. Mega Agent Camp, we just talked about
I'll
it.
go back one. Mega Camp increases August 12th. So right now I think it's
$5.99.
I don't remember for sure, but it is going up. So if you're interested, we need to get you on there quickly.
Yep. And basically just, you know, everything that's on there, go to the Mega Camp 2022 website and look at the agenda on there. Make sure you guys get on there and check it out.
And it won't just be classes. There'll be fun stuff too.
Oh, yes, that's very true. Here we go.
Austin has a reputation for being unique and artsy. You can always catch a show at the famous Moody Theater, home of ACL Live.
If you're more of an outdoor person, start your morning on Lady Bird Lake with a sunrise, hike, bike, run, or row. Or how about taking in the nightlife on Rainy Street?
And no trip to Austin would be complete without experiencing the only thing that sells faster than houses. Barbecue, barbecue, barbecue. Ready to get your own taste of Austin along with 2 days of the best training, coaching, and culture in real estate? Then join me, Gary, and agents from all over the world at this year's Mega Agent Camp.
I'll never forget the first time I went and it was so life-changing. I just wanted every agent that I knew to go to that. So if you're going, I'm really excited for you.
So here's a schedule for it. The one thing I've been told is Austin is hot. So dress cool when you're outside the convention, and the convention is cold.
Yes.
So dress for
So
both sides.
I literally have a jacket or a sweatshirt, or I often will have a blanket for the person next to me that didn't think about it. And so I have like I'll just give them a blanket because I kid you not, most people are like, and then they go outside and they're like, so.
And
Like
Nicole
that
says, if you can't make it in person, Mega Camp, she highly recommends as I follow her, registering digitally. You can get access to the content for up to 3 months after Mega Camp.
That's
So
right.
even if you can't make the trip, there is a way to get the access digitally on it.
Really well stated. And there it is, the Hispanic Heritage Month party, 16th September.
What, you want to come up and do a quick info advertisement? Mainly, because you need sponsors for
Oh,
this.
yes, I do. I need money, guys.
I love it.
Okay,
They're coming up right in the middle.
I'm sorry. So Hispanic Heritage Month usually runs from September 15 to October 15. So we're celebrating on September 16, which is actually Mexican Independence Day. So it's gonna work very good on that.
Coincide, yep.
Yes, so just so you know, is a time, the month to recognize the contribution and influences of Hispanic Americans to the history, culture, and achievements of the United States. So we're gonna do a big event on September 16th here in the parking lot of Keller Williams. It's gonna be from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're gonna have music, obviously everything's gonna be in Spanish. So if you guys wanna get a little bit of culture, we will recommend you to come and bring your family and friends. We're gonna have food trucks. We're gonna have people selling like, how do you say artisanal? Yes, artisanal stuff, clothes and stuff like that. We are also looking for sponsors.
Hit the sponsor page. that'll-
Yeah,
that'll
local
know.
food trucks, hold on.
We got DJ.
We have a DJ, yes, the best known DJ in
There it is.
Springfield. So we have 3 different types of sponsors. Obviously, if you don't wanna help with the 250, we are welcome to like take any amount and we will find a way to put your logo and your brand somewhere there. So if any of you want this presentation in your email, just let me know so I can send it to you and we will be happy to have you there, even if it's not a sponsor, but just as a guest, we would love to have you there.
Perhaps we can share it to the internal page and that way they can take advantage of it that
Yeah.
way. Easy access.
Okay.
There's no other real estate company doing something like this. So this is an exclusive clientele event, meaning not exclusive to anybody, but we're the ones doing this. So let's get everybody here that we can, because this is gonna be major.
It is, and I remember when Gary Keller and Mark King, thank you, Gabby, appreciate that. We're talking about how, I think it was 70% of first-time home buyers in the next, I think it's the next 5 to 10 years are Hispanic. 70% of the United States first-time home buyers over the next 5 to 10 years are Hispanic. So I do think that this is a really big deal, and this is the first of its kind for us to do this. And I hope that it becomes a yearly thing. And this is Gabby's first year on the ALC, the Agent Leadership Council. So for us to be putting this on is super special.
And I don't know if you are or Maria, somebody's part of isn't there an equity committee at the board also?
Oh,
Yeah.
So KW has taken over the equity side of the area.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You leading the way on
We've
that.
got some amazing people here. So September 16th, it's gonna be fun.
There they are.
Will there be tequila?
of course.
Okay.
I love that quote. You can't make everyone happy if you're not a taco. You've seen that?
Yeah, we will have a lot of
Right?
those.
I love that one. All right, so we've been reading in August book club. I'm only about a chapter and a half all the way in it. Jonathan, I think we're about the same way. And when it comes to this one, we had heard this is a fabulous book, School of Greatness. And so if you would like to be reading that alongside us, we would love to have you guys on Tuesday mornings at 8:15 around that time. All right, Mike.
Okay, a couple of things here. There's a new program called Realtor Ambassadors. These are people who are like connected to the board to come back and share the events going on. And they're trying to get 1 per brokerage, but on big brokerages, 1 per 100 agents. So there are up to 4 spots available where we could get people involved in the board, where you can come back and tell more about what's going on with things. So this is a very cool, brand new thing. Love for you all to try and look into that and see if some of you want to be an ambassador. Basically, it's and Andy's here, right? Didn't that grow out of your leadership group? So again, our people are making things change around the area by getting involved with
I
stuff.
love that so much.
Also, code of ethics.
I mean, we have to have ethics, Mike? Oh, wait.
You don't have to have ethics, but you have to pass a class that says.
That's right. Ooh, that's bad.
I just realized I haven't started yet, so I'm gonna get on that pretty soon.
So bad.
End of September is your deadline. Nicole, what happens if you don't get your stuff in by the end of September?
You will not be a real estate agent anymore.
Yay!
Wow. Oh, no.
So they need to, number 1, take the classes.
Yep, CE Cheap. So we have the code. I reposted it at the top of the Facebook page. There's a code. You do all 12 hours for $48. And then you get all of them done in less than 12 hours. It's a lot easier. And then you need to you will receive in the mail a letter from the MREC with a PIN code, or if you have not received that, you can call them or email them and get that PIN code to renew your license. It is a 2-step process.
And if they don't do both steps, they are no longer an agent, correct?
Correct. That's correct.
I love the way she said that. You are not a realtor anymore. That is absolutely true.
But if you prefer a seated class, there's one more of that coming up this Friday.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
GSBR.
All right, this is a fun event in September at Farmers Market, Farmers Park, whatever it's called. There are only a few cornhole teams available, and it's the annual, I've lost the word.
I don't know. Filter month.
Installation of new officers. There we go.
Ah.
So it's a fun event. It's under the covered area there. Cornhole teams. we need to have a big showing of this, and there's a lot of, I think there's a silent auction. There were a lot of signed chief stuff there last year.
It's also my birthday.
Oh, will you be there?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. So Leadership Academy applications, 2023.
Yeah, so if you want to get in Leadership Academy, which I know Andy's gone through, and who else in here has gone through it? We got several, I can't think of names off the top of my head. I'm about to say. Okay, this is an interesting stat. You all saw this Saturday night in your email. The average Missouri house price for so far this year is $260,750. But that was for June. Our
Yeah,
average for that month was $315,000. Now, what's crazy, it came back down this month, which it did the last 2 years for some
Yes,
reason. We're
yes.
back down to 273.
So we don't have the Missouri median price for
Correct.
July yet, but we expect it to have come down quite a
But
bit.
as you're talking with possible listings, remind them, we get more per house than the average Missouri agent. Yeah, 260 compared to 315 last month.
That's a big deal, really big deal. And we sell them faster than anybody else.
That's
either
right.
As well. Awards and Honors Week, here we go.
Okay,
We've
so
done amazing stuff.
there's a lot of cool things we all do. Have your phones out, screenshot these things, share them for your social medias, for your advertising,
That's right.
all that kind of stuff.
So July cappers, these are
Yes.
people that literally, everything they do from this point forward for the rest of their fiscal or their year
Mhm.
is at 100%. So very cool.
And that is Melissa Davis,
Amber sorry,
Brian and Jesse Fisher,
Chris Locke,
Massengill Group.
and the Birdie Watson.
So let's do a round of applause for the end of each slide. And we've learned not to play the music because then YouTube says, no, you can't use that.
Yeah.
That whole video because there's copyright. infringement.
Yeah, so we will be able to post it to the YouTube channel for people to grab.
You go through and I'll make music.
Oh, I hope not.
Okay.
All right, first listing, Dallas Johnson,
Michael Cunningham,
Natalie
Scravina, Noah Chavez.
and Rodney Humphrey. Okay. First closing. So July, Austin, McKinless,
Daniel Beersman,
Linda Thomas.
and Sherry Hoover.
All right.
Okay, we're not gonna read these.
This is insane. These are people that had a listing taken, a contract written, and a closed unit in the month of July.
It's called the Home Run Club. To me, that feels like a triple, but they call it the Home Run Club. So these are the people who had one of each during the last month.
You know what, Mike? We could absolutely change it to the triple club.
Nope,
We could.
that's not how it comes out.
Okay, well. All right.
Well, let's
so-
give them a round of applause.
Yes, that was a big deal. Those are a lot of people out there. All right, so today we recognize the following. Remember, listings taken is future business, contracts written is current business, and closed units is closed business.
It's like these things line up with what we teach.
That's right.
It's insane.
Okay, and individual groups and teams.
Okay, so top July listings taken individual, Dusty Capone,
Home Sweet Springfield,
Andy Cottle Hope,
Chris Locke,
Michael Eckenrode,
Paulina DeBar,
Deborah Smith.
and Vanessa Williams.
Yay!
How did you find all these?
That's my secret.
Okay, listings taken for team. The Eck Group,
Cronkite Homes,
Riley Real Estate,
Red Door Associates,
Zach Briggs Real Estate,
Dulce Hogar.
Show Me
I
Properties.
still didn't say Dulce right. Show Me Properties.
I think you just hit wrong.
I always do.
Man, this is the worst thing for me ever. So go ahead. Listings taken for groups.
Spirits Network,
Ratty Real Estate,
Rachel McDonald and Associates.
Evan Group.
By the way, Rachel McDonald, that's West Plains.
That's right.
So we're covering West Plains, we've got Bolivar, we've got Rolla. We're all over the place.
It's expansion.
Okay, Evan Group,
Jason and L.
Tammy Barrett Realty,
Callaway Gardner team.
the Fisher team.
Wow, very, very
So these are the quantities, now here comes the volume.
Okay, so listings volume, this is what helps you get paid. Really,
Yes.
I mean, honestly. All right, Vanessa Williams,
Michael Eckenrode,
Dusty Capon,
Pauline Nybar,
Home Sweet Springfield,
Sabrina West,
Deborah Smith,
Liliana Owen,
Elise Ellis,
Chris Locke.
and Kush Driscoll.
Yay!
Wow, that's powerful. Okay, so listing volume team,
Kim Mooneyham team,
Market Sold Realty,
Cronkite Homes,
Red Smiley Real Estate.
and Red Door Associates.
Very cool. And then listing volume group, these are the big bad boys.
Granny Real Estate,
Varus Network,
the Bolin team,
Rachel McDonald and Associates.
Journey, who's Journey Real Estate Group? I'm curious, because I want them to keep on believing.
Keep on. Bill Reed Real Estate,
Richardson Real Estate,
Evan Ryan team,
Robertson plus Lions Realty,
and Z Realty contracts.
Yay for our listings.
All right, contracts written individual.
So these are people who are hopefully getting paid soon on these.
There you go.
Rob Luck.
Paulina Barr.
Hold on. Bolivar, 1 agent, 10 sales. This is possible anywhere.
That's
If you do the
a really good
system,
point.
so think about that. It is the same anywhere if you apply the system to works. Okay, Tammy Connell Hall,
Brian Jackson,
Chris Locke,
Gina Hutchinson,
Tim Holly,
Dusty Capon.
and Angela Shadell.
Wow.
Yay!
Look what they're doing even in the shift right now.
Exactly.
Very powerful. Contracts written units.
Some of those people on vacation during part of that too.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I know quite a few more agents that were gone and trying to have other agents help them in the process.
I was a bit jealous looking at all the beach pictures the last couple.
That's me too. Eck Group.
Cronkite Homes,
Oh, wait, you did that. Riley Real Estate.
Red Door Associates.
Zach Reed Real Estate.
Don't say hook. Hold on. How do, I'm used to the word dolce, which is Italian, which means sweet. Nope, how do I say it?
Dulce Olga.
Dulce Olga.
Dulce Olga.
Dulce Olga.
Okay.
Which means, what does it mean?
Sweet home.
Sweet home.
Sweet home.
I love it.
Great. Show me more properties.
And the real estate writers.
Contract written unit group. These are the big bad boys. Veris Network.
Grady Real Estate.
Rachel McDonald and Associates.
Evans Group.
Jason and L.
Tammy Barrett Realty.
Callaway Gardner team.
The Fisher team.
And oh yes, that is the coaching team. Everybody wave in the coaching team. All right. Good job, everybody.
They wrote 8.7 contracts.
They are killing it right
How
now.
do you write 0.7 contracts?
Well, you have certain slices of that can be dived down, yes. So contracts written,
Here.
volume individual.
Paulina Nybar.
Michael Eckenrode.
Rob Luck.
Vanessa Williams.
You notice we're still dancing even though
I know, there's
music?
no music.
Chris Locke.
Brian Jackson.
Tim Holly.
Dusty Caban.
Gina Hutchison.
Cynthia.
Chipinero.
I can't ever say it right. Forgive me. And then Home Sweet Springfield.
And Sabrina West.
Awesome. The one thing for a dyslexic and ADD person is skipping lines and reading names. There you
So
go.
we do this in front.
I know, right? Contracts written volume team.
That group.
Cronkite Homes.
Riley Real Estate.
Market Sold Realty.
Red Door Associates.
Show Me More Properties.
The Mascio Group.
Zach Riggs Real Estate.
And Mooneyham Team.
And the Real Estate Writers. There
Yay. Now, finish this one and I'll.
Yes,
go into comments.
contracts written volume groups. Veris Network.
Grady Real Estate.
Rachel McDonald and Associates.
Michael McDonald.
That
Brothers,
would
that's
be
the wrong one.
mentioned.
Evans Group.
Jason Allen Realtors.
Just Evan Ryan Team.
Oh, Evan Ryan team, sorry. Callaway Gardner.
Tammy Barrett Realty.
Phil Reed Real Estate.
The Fisher Team.
There it
Yeah,
is.
so okay, let's say you don't get a good screenshot of this. Mark, what do you do each month after this team meeting?
I email you for the slides.
If you need them, just email me. I can send you the whole slide deck and you can share whatever you want from there.
Perfect. So closed units, individual, start off with Rob Luck.
Yay, Paulina Nybar.
Brian Jackson.
Dusty Capone.
What?
You skipped one again.
Did I do it again?
Yeah.
No, okay, sorry, Gina Hutchinson
Minnie Whitty.
and Kasha Driscoll.
Yay. So here's the money coming in. Yeah.
Okay, closed, yeah, this is brilliant, this is true. Closed units team, Eck Group,
Cronkite Homes.
Dulce Hogar.
Dulce Olga.
Dulce Hogar. We're gonna get it.
I need tequila.
That'll help.
That will help.
And tacos.
Yes.
Okay,
Zach Riggs Real Estate.
brothers,
Market Sold Realty.
Riley Real Estate.
Show Me More Properties.
Very cool.
And
All right, Grady Real Estate,
Beers Network.
Evans Group,
Tammy Barrett Realty.
Evan Ryan Team,
Owner's Choice Realty.
and Phil Reed Real Estate.
Yay. Phil is in Hartville. So we have small towns everywhere that are Keller Williams strong all over the place.
What I love is that he was really, struggling with, not necessarily understanding all the things that KW offers. And then we were able to convince him to go to family reunion.
And he's like,
Goes to family reunion, gets a coach, starts really actively using all the things KW, and now he's all over these things.
yeah, it's
So
pretty cool.
very, very cool. Closed volume individual,
Paulina Nybar.
Rob Luck,
Chris Locke.
Brian Jackson,
Dusty Capone.
Melissa Davis,
Ashley Jones.
and Home Sweet Springfield.
Yay.
Closed volume team,
Beck Group. Cronkite Homes.
Brett Smiley Real Estate,
Brothers.
Show Me More Properties,
Market Sold Realty.
the Massengale Group,
Riley Real Estate.
Zach Riggs Real Estate,
Brent Cantrell Real Estate.
The Home Girls,
And Red Door Associates.
and closed volume groups,
Grady Real Estate.
Veris Network,
Evans Group.
Tammy Barrett Realty,
Evan Ryan Team.
Phil Reed Real Estate,
Jennifer Grove Real Estate,
Z Realty Experts,
Rachel McDonald and Associates.
Jason Hill.
So I think that's, is that all? Give her a round of applause.
There you go.
Okay, so these come from what's called transmittal. We're one of the only real estate companies that closes the book each month, sends it all to corporate, and then that's because we are an open book company. We're profitable every month. Not every company is. That's why there's profit share going on. But that's where these numbers come from what you've submitted through command into your commissions and all the forms there.
Huge.
So how do you find where you are?
The personal monthly info, you go to my KW, you go to your reports, you go to your associate, you follow your monthly production.
So all of July is now in there. If you go to this, you can see where you are for the
It's
year.
1, 2, 3, 4 clicks.
4 clicks, and it'll give you all these things right here.
Very powerful.
That's
All right, so next week we're going over the lore, the language of real estate. The market is changing weekly. You want to know all of it. So get current stats, you can be informed. And the winner,
Oh,
Mike,
we got to
the
pick a
winner
Hannah gets to
is-
choose, because she won last week. And the winner is
John Cook.
John Cook. Yay!
Where is it?
John's the newer agent here.
There he is, John.
You get Starbucks.
All right. John just joined us recently. I think this is your second or third team meeting? Second team meeting, so great.
I felt so weird going into Starbucks.
Anything we need to be mentioning before we end the team meeting? Anything else?
Nicole, anything we missed? Oh,
yes.
So on August 30th, the Inclusion Advisory Committee is putting a lunch and learn with Senator Fraser to talk about Mona. For those of you who don't know, Mona is.
the Disney video. No, sorry.
Wow.
Mona is a Missouri Non-Discrimination Act and has been filed in the Missouri House and Senate. It was introduced in 1998. And Mona would add sexual orientation and gender identity to Missouri's Human Rights Act. So right now you can discriminate against people based on their sexual orientation and gender identity. So Senator Fraser is going to be in town to kind of give information to agents about this and how we can help with that.
And that's August 30th
11:30 a.m.
at the board?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And there's going to be more information rolling out. But
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. And we're going to end it right there. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you very much.